धीरे गोफा करी, ठाके न virale aharnisha, Krishna smari. So what he did was he just resided in the cave and there he continuously remembered Krishna. That is how he was chanting continuously. So while remaining in a solitary place, cave on the bank of Ganga, at Fulia, Thakur Mahashay, Shri Thakur Mahashay loudly chanted the names of Krishna and passed his days and night remembering the pastimes of the Lord. He would chant 16 name, 32 syllables, Maha Mantra loudly. And sometimes he would chant softly. Every day he could complete the chanting of 300,000. 300,000. How much it is? 3 lakh names. Or in a year, he would chant 100 million names of Hari. Many people consider chanting the names of Krishna in a solitary place in the category of Pamsu Japa or chanting very softly. They say that this mantra or chanting of the holy name of the Lord should not be heard by others. Only the person who is chanting should hear. If the lips move or if the holy name are recited, then the names of Krishna will automatically be heard by others. But if one lacks faith in the Vaishnavas who chant the holy name of the Lord, then by the influence of Kali, he may dare to argue or quarrel with those Vaishnava chanters. Whenever the pure names of Lord are glorified and chanted by sadhus who have taken full shelter of the name, and those names do not enter the ears of others, it is called Nirjana Bhajana. Such a chanting of the holy name in a solitary place is intended only for one's own benefit. Therefore, such chanting yields no benefit for others. Even if the fixed number of holy names regularly chanted by a person who is inclined to the service of the Lord are chanted in a holy place, faithful persons may still take advantage by secretly hearing from a distance. On the platform of Madhyamadikari, one have to associate with worldly people while preaching the holy names in the course of Jivadaya, showing compassion to the living entities. But since he preaches the holy name with utmost attention, he does not become affected by the sinful reactions of the audience. Rather, he distributes mercy by removing the contamination of their sinful reactions. If while chanting the holy name with his many disciples, a Madhyamadikari becomes more or less affected by the reactions of their karma, then his followers is assured. His fall down is assured. According to the statement, Jivan Muktaha api punaryanti samsara vasanam, a person considered liberated in this life can again fall down and desire the material atmosphere for material enjoyment. Even a Madhyamadikari chanter of the holy name can again fall down into material existence. That is why mundane pride in the form of worldly association, accepting many disciples, simply produces kufala or evil results. While describing the topics of Haridas Thakur's devotional service, the injunction for loudly chanting and attentively hearing the holy name has been prescribed for practitioners who desire their welfare in order to deliver from great inauspiciousness. Those who mistakenly consider satisfying their own senses as satisfying Hari while remaining busy in activities of sense gratification, such as accepting disciples like the immature or immature yogis. Okay, till here let us see. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is giving a wonderful explanation, going in a solitary place and chanting. It is also known as Nirjana, where there is no other person who is hearing. Generally, there are people who just want their own benefit. They are known as Upam Sujapa. Upam Sujapa means chanting very softly. There are people who are affected by Maya who consider that such type of soft chanting, which does not make a lip move, is soft, which does not make a person does not make a person hear others. So what they do, they just chant for themselves. But Haridas Thakur is to chant loudly also, softly also, loudly also. So when you chant loudly, it is for the benefit of others also. When you're chanting, a small voice should be there so that some sound should come. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So one who is there nearby, he is also benefited. Now, there are Madhyamadhikari Bhaktas who chant along with the disciples. Now, very clearly it has been given, the desire to have disciples should not be there. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye. Mama janmani, janmani shware bhavatat bhakti rahaitu kitvai. Because when you are chanting and giving name, automatically you are affected by the reactions of the karma of others. So, how to be neutral? By not accepting anybody as disciple. Just do your duty, what has been told. If you have to preach the holy name, just preach the holy name. Don't be so much attached to having many disciples. So that has been very clearly mentioned here. Because that will only increase our sense gratification. And there will be only, the person will be very busy in activities of sense gratification. And that activity, in that activity, one of the example is given, accepting many disciplines. So they are compared to immature yogis. So everybody is struggling to get Krishna Prem. Kanishtadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, all are struggling. Uttamadhikari has nothing to do with anyone. For the sake of preaching, he comes to the level of Madhyamadhikari. There is a lot of difference. When Uttamadhikari assumes the role of Madhyamadhikari, he is not affected by the karmas of anyone. But when the Kanishta progresses till Madhyama, now he has faith in the scriptures, he reads the scriptures, he is associated with the like-minded people, he keeps the envious people aside. He is completely having the firm conviction that Krishna is absolute. So that is the characteristics of Madhyamadhikari. He not only has faith in the deities, he has a faith in the association of the devotees. Now, Uttamadhikari, he is neutral to everyone. He doesn't find a distinction between a devotee and a non-devotee. He sees everyone as part and parcel of Krishna. So there are Pashandis who act to be Uttamadhikari. They are Pashandis. But Uttamadhikari doesn't have any distinction. So what he does, he gives Harinam equally to everyone. When he's distributing Harinam equally to everyone, there will be a group of devotees who will be attached to the Uttamadhikari. Now, these group of devotees somehow are disturbed by the group of non-devotees. So just for keeping them in a comfort zone, he assumes the role of Madhyamadhikari. So we have to scrutinize it properly. Shunvataha Shraddhaya Nityam Niratascha Swacheshtitam Kalena Nati Dirghena Bhagavan Vishaterdi. The persons who hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly and are always taking the matter very seriously will have the personality of Godhead manifested in their heart within a short time. So Krishna's mercy flows onto one who is sincerely endeavoring. Is a sincere endeavor, every day reading Bhagavatam, regularly hearing Bhagavatam, taking every rules and regulations sincerely and seriously. And Krishna is also observing. So Krishna sees, oh, this is a sincere person. So let me reveal before him. As such, Krishna says, Tesham Satatyuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamamu Payanti Te. I give him the special intelligence. Ata Shri Krishna Namadi Na Bhaved Grayam Indriyai Sevan Mukaihi Jivado Swayameva Spurati Yadaha. Krishna says, one who serves Krishna Nama Adi, that means one who is serving Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's qualities, Krishna's devotees, who are known as Krishna's relatives, and then Krishna's Leelas. One who is serving in a very nice way, Atash Krishna Namadi. Now it is not so easy to understand with our own senses. Na bhavet gharyam indriyehi. Jivan mukhahi jivado. So all the time he is absorbed in just serving these five aspects. Sevon mukhahi jivado. All the time he is serving. Then Krishna reveals to that person. According to the purport of this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Thakur Mahashay, who is Jagat Guru, Vaishnavacharya, Namacharya, and best of the liberated souls, has taught people in general the process of remembering the pastimes of Krishna while personally chanting and hearing the holy names of Krishna. In the course of realizing that Krishna is non different from his name, form, qualities, associates, paraphernalia, pastimes, there are people who give up hearing and loud chanting of the holy name, received from the mouth of devotees, free from namaprad, and to gratify their senses, they display artificial imitation of remembering the pastimes of the Lord in their impure, enjoyment prone hearts. So the teachings which has been received from our acharyas, the Harinam which has been received from our acharya, which contains rules and regulations also, which has to be followed. Rules and which are without rules and regulations, mantra will be nishpala. Sampradaya vihinate mantra nishpala sada. Padma Puran speaks about it. In the Puranas, it has been very clearly given. Sampradaya vihinate. I just cannot do what I want. Sampradaya has given us rules and regulations and a shelter. We have to take shelter of the Sampradaya. Sampradaya vihinate. If you're not taking shelter of Sampradaya, then mantra also will be nishpala. There will be no phala. What effects has to be produced by mantra, that will not be produced. Mantra should be adjoined with the rules and regulations which has been given by our acharyas. That is why taking shelter of sampradaya is very much important. However, that attempts to imitate remembrance of the past times in this way is simply thirst for material enjoyment born from aversion from the Lord. Now just see. They show that they have thirst. Those aparadhis, nam aparadhis, what they do, they also chant. They show that they are very much interested in the pastimes of the Lord. But they are averse to Lord. That is why they will not follow the instructions which is given by Krishna. Instructions through acharyas are actually instructions from Krishna only. Now, when the instructions are given by Lord, clear instructions in Padma Puran is there, 10 Nam Aparad, Vaishnava etiquettes, but still they will do what they want. That means they don't accept the authority of Krishna. When somebody is doing what he wants, that is a clear indication. He doesn't like to be instructed. He will do what comes in his mind. So then that is indirect way of showing aversion to Krishna. But name is also going on. Pastime is also attempt to remember pastime is also there. So in this way here, Haridas Thakur going to cave, remembering Krishna, chanting loudly, residing alone has been given. Now what he is to do? Tina Laksha Nama Dine Korena Grahana. Gufa, Hailatandra, Vaikuntha Bhavan. He would chant the holy name 300,000 times, and his cave was thus transformed into Vaikuntha. So you can stay anywhere and make this place Vaikuntha by just chanting the holy name of Krishna. Because Krishna says, Naham Tishtanti Vaikunthe. I don't reside in Vaikuntha. Yoginam Hridayeshuva. I don't reside in any yogi's heart. Tatra Tishtanti Narada. Yatra Gayanti Mad Bhakta. Wherever my devotees sing my holy name, I personally reside there. So here Haridas Thakur is daily chanting 3 lakh names every day. 3 lakh times. 3 lakh times, that means 3 lakh multiplied by 16 names. Multiplied by 2, then 6, that many syllables. The cave in which the pure-hearted great preacher, Harinamacharya, Thakur Mahashay, loudly chanted the transcendental sound of the holy name of Lord Hari, became transformed into a place of Lord Krishna's pastimes, or Vaikuntha, according to the purport of the following statement of a Mahajana, Ye dine ghore, bhajana deki grahate goloka bhaya. One day while performing devotional service, I saw my house transformed into Goloka Vrindavan. That is true. Wherever Harinam is there, that is Goloka. Wherever Harinam is there, sadhus come. Wherever sadhus come, then that place is considered to be temple. So in the temple, continuous Harinam should be going on. When Harinam is going on, naturally Krishna resides. Mahana Maha Nagavaishe Se Prani Matre Sahite Na Pare. Now just see the cave in which Haridas Thakur was chanting. In that cave, a huge snake lived, and no living entity could tolerate the burning atmosphere produced from its poison. Sadhus are very clever, and they don't want to get disturbed, and what they'll do, they'll select such places. So an ordinary person will not come there. So they will also be free from disturbance of such ordinary people. Like our Bholenath, who is a Param Vaishnava, where he resides? In crematorium. And when people go to crematorium, what they do? Ram Nam Satya. They only chant Ram's name. And they will say that is only Satya. Only in that place, Lord Shiva hears the holy name. That is why he resides there. Generally, material-minded people who are very busy, they will not go there. They only go in emergency. Gaur Kishore Das Baba, he used to chant in the place where people used to defecate, unaffected by all the bad order there. Actually, one who is self-realized is not affected by any bad order or the things around. Conditioned in the conditioning state only, we want cleanliness. We are too much to cleanliness. We are too much to all these comforts while chanting, a proper place. Yes, for a sadhaka it is required. But one who is above all these things, he can chant anywhere and everywhere. Generally, they select like these places only. So normally, those who are more inclined to material enjoyment, they will not come there. Like in our yatra to Vrindavan, we went to all small samadhi places where you will find only monkeys and somewhere here and there. No material people will be coming over there. Material enjoying tendency people, they go to Baki Bihari, Chat and all will be there. The places where we went, samadhis, you see, the acharyas also selected such places only. All Goswami Samadhi, Goswamis used to stay in such place. Where a lot of shopping and all, where shopping? You know, if you go for shopping, monkeys are there to snatch it away. So even the tendency to shop is also not. In our yatra, people were so afraid of buying things. You have something in your hand to enjoy. Monkeys are there to snatch it. So they are assistants to the Goswamis actually. So even small desire also is gone. So this is how the tendency of the sadhus is. That is why nobody likes to associate with the sadhu. They will just take some darshan and go away. Sadhu means one who has the ability to cut others' material propensity. He should have a scissor with him always. Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna updesh and cut their material desires. So that scissor should be always there. And that scissor is actually the realization which the sadhu has in the course of time because of serving, because of chanting. Serving continuously, chanting continuously, the sadhus, they develop virakti towards any material enjoyment. So now Haridas Thakur selected this place where a huge snake is staying. Now in there, because of that, what is to happen? Lot of heat is to come out from that cave. So whoever used to visit Haridas Thakur era sambhasa karite, yate ke aishe keha na pare rahite. So if somebody wanted to visit Haridas and have some talk with him, they could not stay for more than few moments. Parama Vishera Jwala Sabai Paina Haridas Punak Iha Kichuna Janina. They felt that intense burning from the poison. But Haridas was again completely oblivious. He was not affected. He was not affected because he was absorbed in Krishna Prem, and Krishna Prem is like cool moonlight. Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitranam Vidya Avadhu Jivanam Shreya Kairava Chandrika. So wherever you chant holy name, you will find that complete bliss and cooling aspect. Krishna's lotus feet is the pushpa, is like compared to pushpa. So naturally you will have that cooling. That means you're free from all the material anxieties and all the contamination. This contamination produces heat. Contamination produces that fire. Once the contamination is gone, you feel the coolness. Vashiya Karena Yukti Sarva Vipravane Haridas Ashrame Eteka Jwala Kene. So now Brahmanas, they all sat together. They were discussing, what is that? Burning sensation in Haridas cave. So then they called some expert physicians in Fulia and they asked them to visit that cave. Sei Fuliaya Vaishe Mahavaidya Tara Ashi Jani Leka Sarpera Karana. So there were some expert physicians who were living in Fulia. When they came there, they could understand that the burning sensation was due to the presence of a snake. And generally, we think for sadhakas, we need all comfort. Even in the temple. In temple also, we expect all comforts. When we go to temple, we want everything proper, everything should be clean because we are too much to observing all these things. Because we are yet not getting the taste of the holy name. But person like Haridas, who's Namacharya, he's not affected by these things. Now, when the so-called Brahmanas are also coming and visiting him, even they felt that heat of the poison. They were not able to understand what is that heat sensation, that sensation of heat. So they called the physicians. The physicians went, they could sense out. But this is only because of the presence of a snake. Vaidya Balileka ye gofara talaya eka mahanaga ache tahara jiva jwalaya. Oh, there is a big snake which is residing inside the cave. One physician told, Rahite na pare kahe Kahilo Nishchaya Haridasa Satvara Chaluna Anayashra. No one can remain here due to the effects of its poison. This is our assurance. Haridas should immediately go somewhere else. Those who came to see Haridas Thakur in his bhajan kutir felt distress, great distress, due to the burning poison of the snake. They could not understand where the burning heat was coming from. Later on, they brought snake bite doctors and found that the snake lived within a hole in Haridas kutir. Due to excessive heat from the burning poison, no one could stay there for any length of time. But Haridas Thakur, who was solely attached to the holy name and who never wasted a moment, did not feel any inconvenience at all, considering that it is never proper to live with a cruel, deceitful, fierce, poisonous snake. The visitors requested Haridas to shift to another place. Generally, snake is a personification of cruelty, fears, or you can say enviousness. So they requested Haridas, you please shift from this place, because they were also not able to tolerate the heat and the poison. So they suggested Haridas, Sarpera Sahite, Vasa Prabhu Yukta Nai, Chala Sabe Kahe, Giya Tahane Ashre. It is not wise, Yukta Nahi. It is not wise to live with a snake. Let us go to his cave and inform him. तबे सबे आसी हरिदास ठाकुरेगा कहिला वृत्तांत से गोफा छाड़ी बार. So they all came and explained the situation, requested him to move. महानाग वैसे ये गुफार भीतरे ताहार ज्वालाय केह रहते ना पारे. You know, Haridas Thakur, there's a big snake living in this cave and no one can remain here due to the effect of its poison. It's not wise to remain here. Please find another place to stay. Ateva ye sthane rahite yogya naay. Anya sthane asi tumi karaya आश्रय. हरिदास को बोले ना अनेक दीन अच्छी कुन ज्वाला विषय गोफाय नाही वश. I have been staying here for many days in this cave and I never felt any burning sensation. So Haridas is completely absorbed in Krishna Bhakti. He is not bothered. And he never felt that burning sensation. So further what he says that we'll see tomorrow. So any questions based on this, ask.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for a nice class. Mataji, 2-3 points are there, practical points. One is that he said that regarding this 300,000 times he was chanting. So I was just doing a quick calculation. So I think it is coming to 192 rounds.
Yeah.
So what I want to say is that, point out is that when we do 16 malas, we are supposed to do minimum per day. So I just did a quick calculation. Is as per Vishnu's name. Of course, we are not with Vishnu. We are not even supposed to think of going back to Vishnu. But if you take 16 rounds, then total Vishnu names which we are chanting is coming to 2.7 crores. Daily we are chanting 2.7 crore Vishnu names. How did I calculate? Because you have taught us that the 3 names of Ram is equal to 1 name of Krishna and the 4 names of 7.
Okay.
So I was calculating. So like you had said, 3 names of Ram is 1 name of Krishna and 1,000 names of Vishnu is 1 name of Ram. So I did quick calculation and I found that Haridas Thakurji was chanting 33 crore name of Vishnu per day, which is equal to 192 Ram. Whereas we are chanting 2 crore 76 lakhs Vishnu's names per day. And that also in minimum 16 rounds. So that comes to 3 crores per 100 crores per month. And that comes to 100 into 12. 1200 crores names of Vishnu's per year we are chanting if we take 16 rounds. So that was one point. Next point.
Then how much sincerely and seriously that also you have to chant.
Yeah, then that attentively is a different. Yeah, that's the subset of this. Yeah. Because you had said, na, when
Ram Ram Rameti Tirame Rame Manoram Sahasnama Dattayam Nama Nama Varame. 3 times Ram name is equal to 1 time
Krishna, and 1,000 names of Vishnu is equal to 1 name of Ram. So I did a calculation in terms of Vishnu. But you had also said, like just now you said about attentively, you said that first a person who is who is learning this, like Arjuna is becoming a bow arrow one, and then first you have to shoot the
Yeah, this
arrows.
Prabhupada used to say,
Yeah,
like
first you
go on chanting many,
hunting,
many,
yeah,
many, many
yeah. Go
times.
on shooting the arrows, go on shooting the arrows till then one day will come when you will get the bullseye, and then that is the time when you are chanting, you become attentive. Next point,
That's true.
yeah. Next time, my Mataji, you said monkeys are assistant to Goswamis and they were snatching away the things. That is, in other words, they are the analogy that they are snatching away the sense gratification. But my point here is that even if I saw in Vrindavan that devotees were carrying prasad, they were even snatching away the prasad. So then, how does this analogy work in that case?
Prasad is meant for distribution, na?
Yeah.
That is right. You
But
can give interpretations for everything. Don't worry.
no,
Vrindavan monkeys
your
can
answers are
can
always
be uh,
your answers are ocean of answers. They are always ready. You have to just pick up that drop and give it. Achha, next point is that you said that sadhu to have a scissor with him always, and this scissor should cut the hridaya granthi. So here my question is that how do we analyze such a sadhu? Like for example, when we are
by
analyzing,
sharp tongue. Tongue should be sharp. Tongue should not become complacent to the people's addictions. So that is the scissor. Truth.
sharp tongue means Hare
Somebody
Krishna.
came and showed his hand to my Shiksha Guru. He told, yes, I am finding death in your hand.
What did you say, Mataji?
He came and showed a hand. See my
Uh-huh.
hand.
Uh-huh.
And my Shiksha Guru told, yeah, I can see the death in your hand.
Correct, he said. He's seeing the death of the cycle of birth and death in
So
your hand.
who will go to such sadhu? So that
But he said correct only, na? He's seeing the death,
yeah,
material death, na?
but the truth is very sharp, na. Material-minded people don't like to hear, na.
That way, example, sharp
Ah.
tongue. Yeah, okay.
So
Right.
sharp tongue is a scissor of is a lakshana of a sadhu.
Last 2 point, Mataji, it is said here, one day while performing DS, devotional practices, I saw my house transferred into Golok Vrindavan, that is 173. But here my question is that why he saw only on one day? Why he did not see every day? Haridas.
It's not just one day, every day.
It's written here, na, वे दिन ये दिना
Ah,
ग्रहे भजन देखी गए थे गोलोक भाय. One day while performing.
this is one phrase. Every day, if you do, one day I saw my house is transformed because I chanted nicely. So my eagerness to make this house permanently a Vaikuntha, and I have to go on chanting, go on serving.
That way. One day means here means every day
Ah,
for a period.
yeah. That one day became addiction for every day.
Last question, Mataji. Haridas replied, uh, I have been staying in this cave for many days, but I haven't felt any burning sensation. He's telling to those who were the physicians about it. So my question is that he is not feeling the sensation. Is it because of the spiritual dehe, that is because the Videhi Mukta, he has become a Videhi Mukta? Is it correct that we can take angle?
Yeah.
He's got a spiritual body. That is why, like Prahlad
Yes.
Maharaj.
The moment you go on chanting, the body is spiritualized. A
So,
spiritual body never feels any pain and pleasure.
so my
Like
corollary, yeah.
Prahlad Maharaj did not feel the burning sensation at all because he was chanting Lord's name, even though seated in the lap of Holika.
So my corollary practical question here is that when you say the body is spiritualized, does it become part by part spiritualized, or does it become spiritualized at one particular
Consciousness
moment?
is spiritualized. When the consciousness is spiritualized, automatically every part is spiritualized. You are unaffected.
पर वो प्रोग्रेस पार्ट बाय पार्ट होता है, जैसे हैंड स्पिरिचुअलाइज हो गया पहले, नेक्स्ट स्पिरिचुअल ऐसा होता है कि पूरा
Consciousness spiritualized hota hai, the consciousness is spread all over the body.
करेक्ट सिम्टम of the
Symptom of the soul is
soul is
the
conscious.
presence of consciousness. Consciousness is spiritualized. Every organ is spiritualized.
Okay.
It's not part by part.
Then I remember Narad Muni ka that he with like a lightning struck to him, that we just learned in Bhakti Vaibhav. Lightning struck to him and immediately his body was spiritualized. So maybe
Yes.
okay. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Consciousness spiritualized, body is spiritualized.
Got it. This is the better answer. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Anyone else? No questions. So today is Dwadashi, very auspicious day. Today we had many devotees in the morning. fed devotees, I felt this is Golok Vrindavan Dham. When you have Vaishnavas, devotees coming, and you have the opportunity to feed, especially on Dwadashi day. Dwadashi is actually more auspicious than even Ekadashi. It's a feasting, it's a festival. So find opportunity to feed, to distribute prasadam. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.